Happy Sunday. How y'all doing today? So I am so sorry about the last video, and I said I was gonna do a part 3. Yo, so much distractions came my way. I was distracted from the time I made the last video up until last night. I spoke to a few people on TikTok. I was letting everybody know I was going to be on TikTok for a while because I was taking all this time out to get back to normal. I got my little pumpkin spice latte, caramel, with caramel in it. Oh my God. So apparently I'm starting to follow this stupid trend with the pumpkin spice latte because I was curious. So after hearing it for about 2 months about this spice latte that everybody was drinking, I wanted to try it. Yo, I'm no longer a Dunkin' Donuts consumer. Sorry. It's like for it to be a nice gloomy day because you see it was raining. Yo, it was raining all day, but people still want to make noise. But anyway, I got distracted. I didn't get a chance to make my video that I was supposed to make, the part 3 to the food situation. But I'm sure y'all get the gist of it. And another thing I'm bringing to your attention is that after this whole thing is over with, me recovering, I am going to get back out there and make myself notice and busy again. Yo, one thing I had to put out there, I don't know if y'all are experiencing this shit, but I think this shit is super crazy. This fucking retrograde has really fucked with me this week because I was not expecting to bump into an old lover of mine. So short story, coming home from the hospital, I don't know what time it was in the morning. I know it was before 7 o'clock in the morning because I saw him in front of his job eating his little breakfast sandwich, and I was on the bus coming home. So I was like, hold up, is that who I think it is? And I was like, let me go and just say hello, whatever. And I didn't know what was going to happen. Like I say, I wasn't expecting for him to be as nice as he was. But seriously, retrograde feel like, oh, let me just throw you a little curveball to see if you're going to fall for it this time, because the last time I was strong. Like, I was not falling for it because I don't know if y'all believe in the whole retrograde shit, but I was not falling for it. I was not having it. I was like, yo, this retrograde is not going to be how it was any other time where all of my exes is coming back and then trying to work things out, or they trying to keep in contact with me. And then you have some that's trying to get my number so they could stay in contact with me just so they could get on my nerves. I had exes in the past that was trying to come to my house just to flaunt in my face what they was doing with their lives, as if I give a damn. But anyway, back to this. So after I saw him, I got off the bus, approached him. I was only like 10 minutes away from my house anyway, so it really didn't mean nothing. And he didn't even recognize me because of my hair. Of course, nobody ever seen my hair yet as far as exes goes. So he was shocked. It was like the facial expression was so funny. So somehow, some way, why didn't I think of this retrograde shit at that time? I was just so upset that morning, and I was so hurt because I found out I had pneumonia. I had chest pains. I was going through hell, spending a couple hours in the hospital. You think it's one thing when there's another, and it just hit you like a ton of bricks. So I guess me seeing a familiar face would have made me feel a lot better. But anyway, after he realized it was me, I took my mask off. He was kind of shocked to see me, but at the same time, he was happy. I guess that was a better reaction than anything. I'm not going to sit here and feel buttered up and feel all good about the shit, because at the end of the day, it's like remains the same. Shit doesn't change, because after me and him hung out, we spent the night. He spent the night in my house. We talked, or whatever the case is. I just realized it's a good reason why I chose to move on, because the last time me and him spoke, we made it clear that everything in our past has led up to this day. And it made us realize that even though we had chemistry with each other and the sparks was there and everything, but it just so happens you can't make a horse drink. You can lead the horse to the water, but you can't make him drink. So I said that is because my issue with him was, even though he showed signs that he liked me and he enjoyed my company, he, okay, sorry, my camera stopped for whatever reason. I had to clear out some files, but anyway, so long story short about this past lover of mine, at the end of the day, he was denying his feelings for me. And one thing I didn't like was that he kept denying his feelings for me. Like, he knows that I'm a spiritual reader. Like, I'm very much in tune with myself. And when I get certain vibes and energy off of somebody, I'm gonna let you know that. And when I did a reading on him, he denied it. He tried to deny everything I was saying to him. Like, oh, we was never going to be together, or this and that. I was like, we all got free will, so we could choose whatever we want to happen in our lives. But clearly, if something or the universe or spirit, whatever you believe in, keeps showing you signs that you and this person are supposed to be together and y'all supposed to be soulmates for whatever reason, why would you want to deny that? First of all, you denying me like I'm not your type, like I'm an ugly duckling, or I'm some disgusted low vibrational woman, like I'm some low life. Don't sit here and try to deny me and try to make it seem like I'm some low life to you, like I'm not good enough for you, when you're constantly coming after me, when you're constantly contacting me, or you're constantly sleeping with me. Every time we bump into each other, we end up sleeping together. And ain't no way in hell you could be friends with somebody for years and not have any feelings for that person. There ain't no way you're going to keep bumping into somebody for years after you know them since they was 18 and not have no type of feelings for them, or not have no type of desires to want to be with them. So that's why I was like, well, he could deny what he want and feel how he feel. But at the end of the day, you know you want me. You know you have desires to want to be with me. The only reason why you feel like I wouldn't be a good look to you because you're so fucking vain. And you always worry about what people have to say about you or think about you. He's one of those peoples who feels like he has a reputation to uphold. So if he gets with a woman, she has to be of a certain stature, or you got to be that high quality woman with a 401k job, whatever, or driving, or whatever the case is. But if that's the case, why don't you stop coming to my house? Why don't you stop sleeping with me? Seriously. And I am no one's secret, and that's for damn sure. So don't ever treat me like I'm only good for sex. And then two, you sitting here constantly reminiscing. And that's another thing that get on my nerves so fucking much, is when your ex-lovers or ex-boyfriends or girlfriends always want to try to reminisce the past with you, like that's their best years with you, but want to deny ever having any type of feelings for you, or deny ever wanting to be in a relationship with you. It's kind of sad, but at the same time, it's like it's that what the fuck moment. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And every time I look at him, a part of me just want to slap the shit out of him, because how many times you're going to sit here and go through this merry-go-round with me, reminiscing about the past, making jokes about it, asking me questions if I remember this, I remember that. You over here going through all these fucking moments, and you trying to go through the motions with me, and I'm trying to block it out because I'm not going to sit here and let you do that to me. And then at one point he gaslight me, because after the tarot card readings I did with him, he sat here and made me seem like I was delusional and I was crazy, like I was the only one that was feeling this way or thinking this way, like I couldn't see anything. I see everything clearly as day, and I see through you like water. So when you grow up and you feel like you want to admit your feelings for me, or you want to admit what you really fucking feel inside of you, or what you want, then you could come to me about that. Other than that, I have nothing else to say to you. And this is the last thing I said to him, because I got sick and tired with the arguments. We was arguing forever, meaning every time we're bumping to each other or we're on the phone with each other, he would sit here and bring this ill person out of me to argue with him, because he don't want to admit that he wants to be with me. Ain't no man in hell in this entire world is going to spend this much time with a woman he don't want to be with, and argue with her, and you're only arguing with her because you don't want to admit your feelings for her. You feel some type of way about her, and clearly it shows you do like her, you care about her, and you got strong feelings for her. Otherwise, you wouldn't be calling her, you wouldn't be texting her, you wouldn't be, reminiscing about the past with her. And you damn sure would not be fucking her or sleeping in the same bed as her. You spend the night. Because I understand friends spend a night with friends, but friends don't spend a night in the same bed as each other. And this is the second time we slept in the same bed as each other. No, third time actually, and not admit your feelings. So that's kind of like frustrated the hell out of me. And I've been feeling like this for years up until last year. So when I finally stopped speaking to him and I took some time to get over him, I felt a lot better because I was like, you know what? I look at him as a toxic person. And just like, this pastor was saying, get rid of toxins and manifest it out of your life so that way you can move on and let real love come into your life. Because the one person that will come into your life that will show you love, will show you that you are worth it all, that you are loved, that they do want to be with you. And I said that because I was like, yo, I keep having these dreams that I got engaged to somebody. I kept having these dreams that I met somebody that really fell in love with me, that really wants to be with me and look at me like I was his number one prize, or look at me like I was worth it all. And it was like, you know how you give this whole, love goggles look to somebody? It's a look of love when you fall in love with somebody and you realize, damn, I'm a lucky man. How did I get lucky being in this woman's presence? And this is how this man was doing to me. It's like when you look at me, you give me this look like, wow, like you really like me. And I was like, the day that I get to feel that, I thought that would be the best day of my life. But it's whatever. I don't know when that's going to happen. But anyway, so I was just like, yo, retrograde cannot hit me any more than what is hitting me now. But you know what? We're going to end that now because like I said, I manifest every day. Y'all know I've been doing this for months. I've been manifesting a new life. I've been manifesting friends, a family, the love of my life. And I've been manifesting trips around the world because I do want to do world travel. And until God placed the love of my life in front of me, I'm not thinking about, dating. I'm just thinking about catering to me and doing what I think is best for me. And I'm content right now. But retrograde will not be hitting me anymore because, like I say, I learned my lesson and I'm going to move on. So I'm going to see y'all tomorrow with another live. I'm going on live TikTok tomorrow and hopefully I get to see y'all. So see y'all.